Forwardistic.
Smoking cigarettes is one of the leading causes of death in developed countries, and it causes around 5 million deaths worldwide each year. It causes various cancers, stains teeth, and gives you disgusting coughing fits in your old age. I said in my previous videos that not smoking is an important factor in ensuring that you age like a fine wine and not spoil like milk. Given these facts, I feel very stupid and confused as to why so many geniuses were avid smokers. Albert Einstein, Sigmund Freud, Napoleon Bonaparte, John F. Kennedy, Charles Bukowski, and the list goes on and on forever. Worse yet, that is no coincidence. A study called Cognitive Effects of Nicotine showed that, and I quote, "Nicotine has cognitive enhancing effects. Attention, working memory, fine motor skills, and episodic memory functions are particularly sensitive to nicotine's effects." In this video, I hope to give some clarity into the question of why your favorite artist smoked. There seems to be two kinds of people who smoke. The quiet philosopher in a French cafe contemplating the trials of life, and the drunk fool slobbering to ask you for a ciggy outside a bar. And studies reflect this. The study mentioned previously noted how, in spite of tobacco's benefits for the mind, people with lower IQs and from more socio-economic backgrounds make up a significant portion of smokers. I may have a unique perspective on this, for I worked in a small, rusted manufacturing plant as a welder for 3 summers of my teenage life. But now I study engineering, and I'm currently doing a placement as a process engineer for a billion-dollar pharmaceutical company. Thus, I have lived as a lower-class worker, welding for minimum wage in the heat of the summer, and as an intellectual and creative type. I tell you that the year that I worked as a simple broke welder, I never smoked at work, in spite of smoking socially outside of work. And this is in spite of the peer pressure of being only one of 3 people out of about 20 in the entire plant who didn't smoke. Contrast this with me during my first 2 years of studying engineering, a more intellectual role. When I had any major deadlines or tests, I smoked like a chimney. If we assume that smoking can increase your mental functions, as a study previously mentioned, at the cost of your health, that even a slight gain of mental functions before a crucial exam are worth nearly any health sacrifice. Note how 90% of students chug gallons of coffee and sacrifice all sleep and life before exams. However, a minimum wage job as a city welder with no possibility in increase of salary does not justify smoking, as I would have been only slashing my health while not doing anything to potentially improve my life quality. Likewise, I never drank any coffee or energy drinks at work. This is because my work was not beneficial enough to sacrifice my life for. Don't slash your own life for a bitch boss who will never increase your salary or grant you a bonus. This, I believe, might be the first piece of the puzzle of the question why your favorite artist smoked. The willingness to sacrifice your health for something greater. And smoking in this is interchangeable for sleep deprivation, caffeine addiction, toxicity, alcoholism, and other self-destructing behavior, not surprising for an artist to have. There's a quote I heard that may shine more light onto this question. No piece of art worth a damn was ever made by a happy person. Again, some people argue that they're only really themselves when they're in a low point of their life. They feel true to their soul when their partner breaks up with them, when they lose friends, when they get an injury, when their health collapses, and so on. Maybe subconsciously artists know that and are attracted to smoking as they feel truer to themselves when their life is in ruins. Another quote comes to mind. The objective of life isn't to survive. Now, what does this mean? It simply means that countless days that were uneventful, like the days where you were driving 30 minutes to work calmly, worked your 8-hour shift, drove 30 minutes back home, ate dinner, watched your favorite TV show. Although all of that was very safe and even productive, it means nothing to you as a human being. A random street fight that you might have when you get drunk at a bar might be very dangerous and just stupid, but it'll teach you more than 100 days of boring, repetitive work, and your brain will assign greater significance to that one dangerous event than 100 days of work. But how does this relate to the artists? This further proves the point that artists do not care about their single limited life. They will gladly throw away decades of their lifespan to make their art just a bit more beautiful and genuine. I will critique our society and ask the question of why so many people take part in drugs, alcohol, smoking. Artists engage in destructive behaviour and willingly sacrifice their life to give their life to their work, which is tragically poetic and beautiful. But so many people today engage in a destructive behaviour like artists do, but they produce nothing. They will take the drugs, the alcohol, smoke, all of that, and then just work minimum wage 9 to 5 and have no ambition or anything. Why are you sacrificing your life for nothing? How could we apply the sacrificial attitudes of artists to our own life? Well, you can use it as a method of establishing unshakable focus into your life's purpose. For example, in an interview with Elon Musk, he says how working 16 hours a day under immense pressure hurts his heart and head. Also, the reason for 2 of his divorces is that he felt that those women distracted him from his life's purpose. Say what you want, but he has done more with his life than 1 million average people combined. Personally, I have a lot of things going on in my life that I care about. Primarily my job as an engineer in a pharmaceutical company and my engineering degree. And this currently pitiful YouTube channel. Now, I could spend a whole lifetime working on just one of these endeavours, but because of my greed and ambition, I want everything. I want everything. I realised that I don't have any more time to scroll stupid Instagram memes or watch hours of daft YouTube videos if I want to succeed in my ambitious goals. If I want to succeed with my life, I must post 1 to 2 YouTube videos a week, every week. Work with dedication at my 40-hour per week internship. Read and do practice problems for my engineering degree every day. Train MMA or go to the gym 5+ days a week. And stay away from anything not related to that, such as social media. I encourage anyone watching this to find their life's focus, list them, and sacrifice everything like an artist in order to achieve greatness. I wish you the best of luck. Peace.